Upsets in Week 7 shake up the postseason outlook. Birmingham back in the hunt with the OT win. Louisville, with the biggest upset of the week, has the Kings trending the right way, and St. Louis and Orlando surging toward the top of the standings. Three more weeks to go, and this is the playoff picture right now. Top four are in the postseason, with St. Louis atop the standings for the first time, followed by the Orlando Storm. DC falls to third, and how about the Birmingham Stallions making the cut right now? Let's see how it unfolded and what's ahead. A thriller of a game in Birmingham as Dorian Thompson-Robinson continues to get it done for the Stallions since his trade. 2 touchdowns and the overtime conversion to lead Birmingham to a 21-17 win over Dallas and into 4th place in the standings. Dallas, after a 3-0 start, has now lost 4 straight.
We are becoming a team that can battle through adversity and gel together and play good football at the right time. And this part of the season, you got to be able to play good team football, and you got to have some of these wins, in your season where you battle through and find a way to win.
For the last 4 weeks, unfortunately, it's been a kind of steady stream of it just didn't happen. So there are 2 ways to go. One is we can say, okay, 3 more weeks, we'll just play out the string. Or 2, we can do what exactly I'm expecting my guys to do, is compete their tails off and try to get themselves 3 wins in a row and get into the playoffs.
Birmingham back at home this week to host Columbus. Dallas heads to Fort Hood Friday night to play the underdog against Orlando. The Louisville Kings, double-digit underdogs at DC, dominated the defenders in a 30-13 upset. The Kings took advantage of defenders' turnovers and countered a 353-yard passing game from Jordan Ta'amu with another balanced attack, 201 yards passing from Chandler Rogers, and 145 rushing yards for the Kings. Louisville's playoff hopes are alive. DC remains in good playoff position, but these two play each other in Louisville this week, and this could be interesting.
They're a great defense. I think the only time they struggle is on some 3rd and longs, but they're doing really well. They got a lot of confidence. They're playing outstanding, and really happy for Jamie Sharper and what he's doing on that side of the ball, and all the guys are playing together as a team, and that's we really came together, I think, in this game. This is a big plus for us, and real excited about the future of this ball club because we're right in this thing.
A lot of changes have been going on the whole year. And, we had a new tackle this week, so everybody's stepping up, doing their job, and kudos to them and the coaches getting us ready and preparing us properly from the meetings, blitz pickup, and pass protection, and just scheming these guys up. They took it to heart, and they wanted to make sure that I'll be protected, as well as getting the run game going. That was something early on that we struggled with, obviously. Everybody knew that, but once we hit the Dallas game, we found our recipe in the run game, and from there, it's just been hitting the ground running. So just really proud of those guys to be able to establish the run. And that just ultimately opened the pass so we can just pick them apart defensively and do what we wanted when we wanted to.
Those things happen, and you sometimes go through these type of situations through the course of a season. You know what I mean? And but no, we're not going to get discouraged by it at all. We're just going to keep going to the drawing board, man, and keep chopping wood at it.
St. Louis jumps to the top of the standings with a 31-20 win at home against Columbus. Hey, long live the King. Luis Perez starting for the Battlehawks for the first time and passing for 204 yards and a touchdown. The Aviators fall to 2-5, but with games against contenders Louisville and back-to-back games with Birmingham starting this week, they are not totally out of it yet, but it is going to be a tough road to the postseason.
So I go back to the drawing board. Every time I talk, I always talk about the little things to make the big picture. You got to sacrifice a couple of things and be able to look yourself in the mirror and see that you do everything right, no matter if you're a coach or player, and come back to the drawing board.
Very pleased with Luis's performance tonight. He did a great job getting in this week, had a good week of practice, and I can really see him just continuing to get better with that relationship with the wideouts, just being on the same page. But yeah, it was good to see.
It's awesome. The best fan base in spring football, right? And I'm just glad they're cheering for me now instead of against me. So, no, it's awesome. Great crowd, great atmosphere. Excited to finish out here 2 more home games.
Orlando up to 2nd place after holding off Houston 24-23 at Shell Energy Stadium, where, well, it appeared there were more players on the field than fans in the stands, but a big win for the Storm as they break a 2-game losing skid. Orlando meets Dallas, and Houston is at St. Louis this week, where the Battlehawks are undefeated. Gamblers may just be playing out the string for 2026.
I know we got good players. I know we got good plays. And I know we got a short week coming up. So we got to find a way to get better. No excuse for us, at least in the second half, to be much better than we were. And we kept them around in the game.
We're a good enough football team, but as I've said to our team over the last couple of weeks, we can't beat the opponent and the gamblers.
I don't know if anyone outside the Louisville locker room saw it coming, but I whiffed on that pick. Should have known better with Dallas. The Battlehawks saved me from a winless Week 7 with the 11-point win over Columbus, and that late surge from Houston cost me the Orlando pick at 4.5. You can see all my picks before the games each week on my free Substack. It's called the Alt Football Roundup. Check it out. Week 8, and it is a big one. Orlando and Dallas at Fort Hood. That's going to start it off 8 p.m. Friday night on Fox. Doubleheader Saturday with DC at Louisville at noon. That's one to watch. And Houston at St. Louis at 3. Both of those games on ABC. Week 8 wraps up with Columbus at Birmingham at 1 on Fox. More UFL coverage all season long. Check out these 2 UFL videos while you're here. Thanks for watching.